Hello everyone, my name is Michael Hudson and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing our first installment of a series where we are going to be talking about Notion. Notion is a digital workspace application that's taking over modern productivity. Notion has many different facets and use cases ranging from project management to CRM management to even personal creativity. I'm very excited to show you all what's capable within this amazing app. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In today's video, we're going to walk through how to build a project management system in Notion. All right. So if you've ever been looking for a better way to organize your tasks, your projects, and your goals, this video is for you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get started. So we are in the OKR tracker, right? What I'm going to do is you can see that these are the main databases when there's no linked icon holding them. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn these into pages. I'm going to turn this into a page. And then what I want to do is I'm going to move this to databases. All right, we have the main pages now from the OKR tracker, and I'm going to do the same now with the project and task template. Okay, so we're in the, like I said, the Notion marketplace for templates. As I always recommend to anyone new or even anyone who's even a seasoned user of Notion, you definitely want to, if you're building a new system, a new layout, don't start from zero. Go ahead and start from 30 to 40% with the work done by getting a template. Now, for the sake of our project management system, when you're thinking about and strategizing and conceptualizing new builds, I want you to think database first, interface second, and then the page third. But database first. When you're thinking about a new concept or a new page for a build, I want you to think in 3 levels. The first level is the database, the second level is the page, and then the third level is the interface. The database comes first because the content that we're going to have in Notion to begin with has to be stored in a database somehow. The second level is the page, because once we have the content, well, that content has to belong to a page, a specific page for a purpose. And then lastly, the third level is the interface, because once we know our content, which is the database, once we then have, a theme for a page, the last step is then to build out the interface and the structure of how that page will be built, the way the content will be shaped on that. So we then have a complete system. So database first, page second, interface third. Now, for our project management system, the databases that we want to have are a database for our task, a database for our projects, and then a database for our key results. So I'm going to try to look for some templates. The first template that I think we'll need is definitely objectives and key results. So I'm going to search for that. Notion has a built-in OKR tracker. So I'm just going to add this to our team space. And then while that's happening, I'm going to search for project management group. I want to search for project management. And then I'll try to see Notion. I'm going to search for task and projects Notion. And Next template that I'm going to search for is task. Oh, well, this one right here. Task and projects. All right, and next template that we're going to search for is projects and tasks. Notion has one built in right here that we're going to click, and we're going to add this again. So when we go back into our Notion space, we'll have those templates in our library. Back in our team space, and as you can see, we have our two templates that we got. So we have the OKR tracker and we have the task and projects. And what we've done by getting these two templates is we've solved for the first level of our system, which is the databases. The OKR tracker is going to have our objectives and key results database, and then the projects and tasks template is going to have our project and task database. Got the first level of our system now, so now the second level is, of course, the page. So what we're going to do next is we're going to create a blank page, add new, and we're going to start with an empty page. We're going to call this Project Manager 1.0. I'm going to make this full width. I'm going to make the page full width. And I'll even make the text small, so we can really jam pack a lot of stuff in there, right? And then first thing I'm going to do is create a page container. I'm going to call this databases 1.0. Boom. And I'm going to give it an icon. And we'll call it storage. Project Manager 1.0. Now, the reason we're starting with creating a container page. The reason why we're starting with a container page for our databases is so that the content that we actually see on the page is the linked view of the database. This is kind of a precaution step that helps correct against any pages getting deleted, anything like that. So we're actually going to store all of our databases here. Now, the next step that we're going to do is we're going to begin the migration of all these databases into our project manager setup, right?